Good morning, good morning. God is so good and has some great things in store for us today, right? All right, so God is pretty specific what his people are called to do. And one of those things is to be there for each other, right? We're supposed to be a community. We're supposed to uplift each other. We're supposed to link arms and all those good things, right? But I myself is one of those very stubborn Christians, to just tell myself, where I will let you in, but then there's still a wall in between some things, right? But when you're going through something really, really tough, you have to let people in. And I, in the last 2 years, not willing to go into it, to be honest, but have went through something pretty tough in our family, and was kind of just bearing that burden on my own and not thinking that we would be loved through it, not thinking that we would be encouraged through it, not thinking, just like all this stuff, like, not be accepted, maybe is the right word. I don't know. It's a lot. But God has really reminded me recently that when you're part of a really good community like IBC and our pastors and our leadership and our congregation in general, that it's okay to let people into that inner circle in those really difficult moments so they can love you through it and encourage you, and so you're not carrying all that burden alone. God has called us, called us all to just be a family and to be one another. And so in Hebrews 10:25, it says, God calls his believers to meet together for encouragement. So when you're going through something, even if you have, I always was like, I don't need someone to pray for me, that means I'm not in my word. If I'm constantly going to someone for prayer, that means I'm not where I need to be spiritually. And so that's kind of how woe is me, I'm doing it right. Well, in all actuality, God's like, you're not supposed to do it alone, Dena Marie. And so, reminding me that his people are there for encouraging, to uplift us and to drive us to the moments to help us, like when we're too weak I'm praying through it, but I'm still not getting the victory in some area, like it's still there. Moses needed his brother to hold forget his name, but to hold his arms to win the victory for a reason. And so we need those people in our lives, and we have those people in our lives here if you just allow them to come in. So that is that is it.